and welcome to my channel. For those of you new, my name is Dave and I work in financial services, and these videos are a mixture and journey towards financial freedom, financial products, financial well-being, so you, like me, can reach your goals sometime in the future. Now let's get into the latest video. Now this latest video about anyone can, shall we say, get rich starting from zero, no matter where you are. Okay, I'm going to show you 5 simple steps of how you can improve your financial well-being to reach your goals, your dreams sometime in the future. Now, the art of improving your investment and financial position, okay, or creating long-term security and wealth should not be seen as a get-rich-quick scheme, no matter what the so-called gurus tell you or spout on YouTube, TikTok, or other forms of social media. Most of them will give you a false impression. They may well send you some kind of courses, products, or subscriptions. Now, the aim of the video is to prove to people if I can create a sizable portfolio of assets, and if I can become a millionaire in my early 50s, then anybody else can do it also. So I hope to give people some kind of encouragement or some kind of hope. What sort of steps do we need to take? Well, the first one is you need to change your investment mindset. Are you living paycheck to paycheck? Are you struggling to pay bills? Or are you worried about how you handle money on a daily basis? Now, most people fear money. They fear talking about money because we don't talk about the subject. It is considered taboo, or we're not taught about it in schools, so it appears to be daunting and complicated to most people as it's outside of our comfort zone. First of all, find your reason why. Why do you want to start improving? Why do you want to improve your financial knowledge or future? Is it to afford, shall we say, nicer holidays and travel plans? Is it to get a better car, a better home, or home improvements? Is it to become, shall we say, debt-free? Or, let's just say, change your current employment? Or it may well be your long-term plans. What about, let's just say, becoming mortgage-free within the next few years, or slightly ahead of the term? Or what about long-term, ultimately, what about your retirement plans? Do you want to retire, shall we say, before state pension age? So find your reason why you want to, shall we say, get investing or improve your financial knowledge. Step number 2 is quite simply, whether you're a newbie or a seasoned investor, you need to become a constant learner. May well be through daily reading of investment books, market news, financial products, YouTube videos, etc. But make it a daily goal or set some time aside, let's just say, to improve your financial knowledge. It may well be each time or each day, let's just say in the morning when you wake up or before you go to bed, or it may well be, say, let's just say at the weekend, do you listen to some kind of weekly podcast? Okay, do you read some kind of financial newspaper? Now, it's your purpose, shall we say, to improve your investment knowledge or learn a new skill to improve your employability. Okay, and shall we say, to be or to create what we call some kind of side hustle, some kind of business venture. Now, your aim should be coming to be wise every day towards reaching your attained goals. Okay, set yourself goals and targets. Now, there's a great video out there by Charlie Munger who says that the first £100,000 is the hardest. But think of that as it may be daunting or it may be frightening to most people. But break it down into bite-sized chunks. Start off with, let's just say, your first goal of £1,000. It may be £10,000 by a certain date, and update them goals and timeframes on a regular basis. And once you've reached that level, you can take your foot off the gas and your funds will continue to grow, mainly due to the power of compounding. So look at the following chart, nice simple graphic. Starts off very small in the first few years, and then it will snowball, it will compound as the later years. So the longer you invest, the more you invest, the greater the compound will be. But you will reach your targets, but see it as some kind of bite-sized chunks. Now remember, if you like the videos, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel so you can reach a wider audience. Now let's get into the following steps. Now, in order to become rich, you need to buy what we call income producing assets, such as stocks, shares, ETFs, funds, which will ultimately grow in value. You will never become rich if you continue spending all your income on liabilities, no matter how much income you earn. Now, you may give the illusion of looking rich, but are you just buying things to keep up with your neighbours, your friends, the people you associate with? Does it give you some kind of undue stress? okay, some kind of financial worry. And how on earth do you afford those, shall we say, things? People buy things with money they haven't got to impress people they don't know, quite simply, okay? And if you're going to buy, shall we say, stocks, shares, bonds, shall we say, ETFs, make sure they're all within a tax-free wrapper, okay? And learn to reinvest all dividends received within a tax-free wrapper and add to those assets on a regular basis so they can grow over a period of time. And again, through the power of compounding. But learn to automate your savings either every payday or personally what I do on the first of each month. Set up some kind of automated savings. And remember to stay focused and disciplined, and you will create a plan of action. Now, the aim is to pay yourself first and then spend a portion of your remaining funds left, but most people are doing it the wrong way round. They pay for their habits, they pay for their social life, they pay for their lifestyle, and if they're lucky, they may have some money left or a minimum amount at the end of the month, and they may then allocate that to funds. So learn to pay yourself first, set yourself some kind of budget so you can meet your short-term objectives. And over a period of time, you get in the habit, you won't even miss that money, shall we say, or let's just say it may well be you get a pay rise, use that money, you've never had it, you never missed it, but it will meet your objectives towards building, shall we say, some kind of greater financial security. Step number 4 is keep your investments relatively simple. Now, the so-called financial industry wants it to seem confusing and daunting to the general public. Start by investing in what you know within your so-called circle of competence, and then diversify to other sectors or investment assets as your knowledge and experience grows. But the basis premise is to spend what you earn or less than you earn and learn to invest the rest within, shall we say, income producing assets. Now, although you may stick to stocks, shares, funds when starting out, try and create a diversified portfolio. So you may invest with a simple global fund which covers all countries. Don't be reliant on one sector, let's just say the UK or the US market. And don't be scared of what we call the fear of missing out. Stay within your circle of competency. Okay? A simple example for myself, for my outside account, I held it all tax wrapper, but I held about 60% in the UK shares and 40% in funds across numerous sectors. And within that portfolio, a lot of shares I own are considered safe, boring, shall we say, such as banking as insurance, because it's something what I know about and it's something what I deal with my clients on a regular basis. Okay, but they have been around for decades, and they give me regular dividends, which was reinvested back into them shares, which will then increase future payments, and also will hopefully give me some kind of additional capital growth. Now, my ISA account, again, as a simple example, has suffered some remarkable shifts, both positive and negative, within the past few years, mainly through the COVID pandemic, and let's just say the conflict in Ukraine. But over the course of time, okay, we average a return of 10% year on year. So it pays to stay invested, okay, and think long term to reduce your active. So it pays to stay invested and think long term to meet your ultimate objectives. Now, I do own other income assets, let's just say to reduce exposure you can find to the stock market, but as your knowledge then grows, you may then start to invest or venture out into other assets. Let's just say buy-to-let properties or REITs. It may well be silver or gold coins and bars. It may be, let's just say, cryptocurrency, bonds, gilts, premium bonds, etc. Okay, but you then become diversified away from one specific asset class. The aim of any portfolio, shall we say, is to get some good returns. So shall we say, you are investing money, but you're taking a greater risk, a greater reward, shall we say, to get better returns than, let's just say, a normal bank or building society or a simple cash savings account. Okay. Now, the S&P 500, simple example, year on year for the last 100 years is giving an annual return of 8%. There will be good years, there will be bad years. Now, as we've seen in 2023, shall we say, the S&P 500 is being driven by 7 big stocks. Okay. Now, don't, shall we say, follow the latest fads of fear of missing out, but the great saying, shall we say, is states fish where the fishes are. Now make sure that you are investing in growing industry, in a secure sector or industry which is abundance in investment opportunities. Now this may well be some kind of product or service that everyone needs at the moment, but it's been around for a great number of years and what we call it's got a niche or some kind of moat. There's no entry level for competitors, shall we say, but it will be around for many more years in the future. Now the world is, shall we say, greater evolving, and the greater companies stay great or at the top of the game because they react to future advances in technology and they remain innovative to secure their future or their market leading position. Now companies will invest billions in themselves to stay in that position, but it will pay off on time and it will reward you in future. So a simple example, let's just say, is Apple or Microsoft. They will upgrade their phones, their computers, shall we say, iPads, MacBooks, Windows versions. Okay, so they're doing it to stay at the top of the game. Okay, they've been there for, let's say, 10, 20, 30 years. They're going to be there in, let's say, another 10, 20, 30 years. They're not going anywhere, but they are what we call growth companies. So if you want to create riches, okay, you've got to take some kind of risk or reward. Now it's not to be silly, shall we say, but you're doing it with a circle of competence, or it may well be doing it across, let's just say, a global fund which will cover numerous sectors across numerous bases. And remember, if I can do it, you can do it. So I hope you enjoyed the video and we'll see you again soon.